hand by your sides. And then, usual story, just a gentle turn, very core of the body. And turning, stretching out. And then releasing. So today we're thinking a little bit about the heart and mind. So the Chinese heart and mind are not separate, they're completely the same. So if you've ever studied any Chinese medicine, there's a system that's called the 5 elements. The 5 elements refer to 5 elements of our world, such as fire, water, metal, wood, and earth. But they also refer to 5 organs in our bodies. So when we look at the Chinese system, we discover what they're talking about: heart, lungs, kidneys, and then there's an interesting dichotomy of thinking where spleen is one of them and liver is the other. Spleen and pancreas get paired up. And there's another way of looking at it where pancreas is one and spleen and liver are paired up. So you have to choose sides. Interestingly, I've just been reading a work recently that suggests that it's a translation issue. The pancreas is very much the one, and spleen and liver are the other. So it's interesting when you look at spleen and liver, they have incredibly similar functions, or share a lot of very similar functions physiologically in the body. And it's been sort of said that they're almost like twins who've been separated at birth. So we have pancreas as one organ, spleen, liver as another organ, liver, spleen, probably liver, spleen is another organ. But interestingly, in that whole story, brain doesn't get mentioned. And in a Western world, brain would be the master of everything. But in the Chinese world, the heart is the master of everything. And interestingly, when we start to look at the physiology of this story, we discover that there's 50 times more information flowing from the heart to the brain than there is from the brain to the heart. So it appears that the heart really is what the Chinese call heart commander, the heart commander of your empire, the emperor. And very often, if you look at ancient Chinese pictures, you'll see a beautiful red palace sitting on top of the hill, on top of a mountain usually, and then below there's a kind of roiling water lake of some sort, sea of some sort. And the imagery that's hidden within there is to show that the heart is the palace of everything, and that below is the sort of chaos of all the other organs, I suppose. So very often you find it embedded in Chinese mythology, but also in their sort of art and things like that, the idea of the heart as being the center of all. And so if we take the idea that the heart is the center of everything, then we can work on the idea that if we calm the heart, we're able to calm our minds. Calm our hearts, we can calm our minds. Okay. So sometimes there's one of the teachers who I've worked with before who does this course called Inner Perception. And essentially all he asks you to do is to listen to your heart. And it's a bit more complex than that. The essence of it is indeed that. Listen to your heart and see what your heart is saying, rather than listen to the craziness that can come from your brain. Okay, let's move on to the second phase of this exercise. We can slow down a bit and just open the whole thing up. Stretch out and open up. And really, really use the neck to open the top of the spine. Yes, so heart commander. The brain is seen as being rather unreliable. It can go hither and thither. It can find itself, making up extraordinary stories and behaving in extraordinary ways. So the idea is that we can rely on our hearts to give us the true information, but our brains can be led off in all sorts of different ways. So as we've been looking at a lot in these sessions on a Wednesday, the stories that the brain holds onto. Our subconscious is packed full of all sorts of crazy ideas, things that we gather when we're 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years old, stories that we see our parents fighting and think the world is an unsafe place, and we find ourselves in this worrying situation where, our parents have always worried about money, so now we naturally default to worrying about money. We see our parents having had bad health, and we suddenly worry that we're going to have bad health. All of these stories that we pack away, none of which need to be true, but often the patterns are there so deeply that we find it hard not to be that person. The brain has this subconscious layer that can take in all this information. They say that every time we look, we see 10,000 bits of information, as in computing bits. When you could step out of your house onto the street and look left and right, you take in 10,000 points of information. But of course, none of them are particularly relevant to you. But your brain stores it anyway. So we have all this filtering system. We take in all this information, we filter what's important, and then we forget or store the rest to be broken down. This is very often what dreams are about processing the rubbish that you've gathered and kind of letting go of it. Sometimes it can seem very real. The brain can reassemble pictures and make a story out of them because that's what our brains do for us. But the reality is that it's just flotsam and jetsam floating by on a river, and our brain desperately trying to make it all into a story. And then you wake up and think, my God, what was that dream all about? It was just too crazy. It really is too crazy because it has no basis in reality. It's just a whole load of things being cleaned, essentially. And so, of course, I think there are elements of truth in dreams, but I think there's also 99% rubbish as well. So we don't take them too seriously in Qigong. In Qigong, there's a whole branch which is called conscious dreaming, where you can then actually organize yourself and organize your thoughts. So I came across a Qigong teacher, and he said, "Oh no, I don't sleep." He said, "I just meditate all night." I said, "Really?" And he said, "Yeah, I organize my thoughts for the next day of teaching." And I think his idea was that you could actually spend much more time in a deep, deep state, healing your body better than sleep. I find that quite interesting. I can't think of anything better than sleep. However, apparently so. So better to conscious dream than it is to rely on your brain being able to assemble real things, as it were. So where are we at? Yes, of course. So we have all of these patterns in the brain. We have all of these stories we tell ourselves. We have all of these incredible things. But the one thing that can be relied upon is the heart. So we're going to spend a bit of time in our hearts today. We're going to spend a bit of time seeing what we can find. We can use the shoo tone, which we've used before, to calm our minds as well. So perhaps we'll find a way to saying shoo for a little while and then relax into our hearts and see what that telling us. Okay, so let's just have a few more nice long opening turns. Slow, gently to stop. Bit by bit, slowly, body and mind down. Gently stops. Let's gather some chi, lift chi up. Gently pull chi down. Draw chi deep inside. Bring it deep into the belly. Gather and lift. And gently pull. Gather. Gently pour down through the body. Draw the chi deep into the belly. Focus on the energy. Lift the hands up into the blue sky. Just go onto our forward bends. So stretch up into the blue sky, nice long stretch. And then let's just bend backwards first. So we're just extending from the breastbone to the fingertips, gently leaning back. Exhaling as you do. When you breathe in, you stretch up. So you exhale, lean back. Gentle breath in. Exhaling back. Stretch up. Once more. And stretch up. Arms and ears tip over. Roll gently down. Just relax the body. Sink down, settle down. Keep the knees soft. Body relaxes and hangs. Knees stay soft. Back of the neck stays soft. So let's extend softly towards our toes. And release. In line with the roots of our toes, gently stretching down. Release. Toward our insteps. And release. Back toward our heels. Good, body relaxes and hangs. Just lift the tailbone up into the blue sky behind. Push the tailbone toward the front of the body, slightly roll the spine up, gently rolling up, bringing up the head and the arms and the ears, drawing up to full height with a nice long stretch. Exhaling backwards. Breathe in, lift up. Gently back. Up. Back. And up. Back. Up. Stretching into the blue sky, softly exhaling forwards, rolling the spine down. Body hang, relax. Softly extending towards the toes. And release. In line with the roots of our toes. And release. Under the insteps. Release. In line with the heels. Body hangs, relaxes. Lift the tailbone up behind. Push the tailbone towards the front of the body. Roll the spine gently up. Take up the arms and the ears. Slowly up. Up to full height. Stretch. Knees and hips drift forwards. You can gently lean back. Stretching up. and gently back. Up and back. Up and back. Okay, so let's keep the legs straight this time. Nice straight legs, tip over the arms and ears. Up to the upper back. Relax down, sink down, keep the legs nice and straight. Body relaxes the hands. Nice and easy. Extending towards the toes, just feel the hamstrings stretch nicely. And release. In line with the roots of my toes. And release. Forward our insteps. Release. Forward our heels. Release and relax. Lift the tailbone up behind. Push the tailbone towards the front. Slowly roll the spine up. Bring up head and arms and ears. Stretching up into the blue sky. Releasing knees and hips forward, and you gently lean back. Up. And gently back. Up. And gently back. Up. And gently back. Great, hands up into the blue sky. Last time then, straight legs, head and arms and ears tip over. Upper back, middle back, lower back. Let the body relax and sink. Back in the mind is soft and relaxed. Back of the legs soft and relaxed. Drift down towards your toes. Release. Line with the roots of the toes. Release. Head towards the insteps. Release. Head toward the heels. Relax the hands. Lift the tailbone up behind. Push the tailbone to the front. Roll the spine gently up. Head, arms, and ears gently up. Stretch up into the blue sky. Nice long stretch. Knees and hips drift forward. You gently lean back. Up. And gently back. Up. And gently back. Up. And gently back. Let's draw the hands slowly down. Let them sink and settle. Let's gather some chi. Lift chi up. Gently pour chi down. Draw the energy through your body. Gathering chi. Drawing chi, centering chi deep inside the core of your body. Chi flows through. Let's lift up and go. Gently. Down. Draw chi deep inside. Let's do our side bends then. So lift the hands up into the blue sky, stretching up. Let's let the left hand down and then stretch over, right hand over to the left side. Gentle breath in. Just stretching towards the left. Gentle breath in. Stretch left. Gentle breath in. Stretch to the left. Once more. Gentle stretch. Breathe and lift the right hand up. Right hand comes down, left hand goes up. Breath in. Left hand goes over to the right. Gently in. Exhale. In. Exhale, right. Gentle breath. Breathe the left hand up into the blue sky. Change the hands over. Right hand stretches up, breathe in. As we exhale, we go over to the left. Breathe in. Exhale, left. In. Breathe. Breathe. Exhale, left. Up. Right hand comes down, left goes up. And then stretch up. As we breathe out, we go to the right. Then stretch right. Breathe in. Stretch right. Breathe in. Exhale to the right. One more time, breathe in. Exhale. So when we breathe in, we take both hands up into the blue sky. Nice long stretch. As you breathe out, we bring our hands down. Let's gather chi for one last time. Lift chi up. Gently pull the chi through your body. So imagine this beautiful torrent of healing chi going through your body, moving the energy. Gathering and lifting. Gently pouring. Gathering. Chi gently pours through the body, filling every cell in the body, washing every cell clean. Gather once more, lifting chi up, pouring the chi down, drawing the chi to our bellies, focusing all this energy in through the body, deep inside, bring it deep into our bellies. Holding on this energy deep inside. This energy deep in the belly. Knees gently soften back, nice and straight. Chi gathering deep in the core of you. Allow the body to soften and relax. We feel this intimate connection from our feet deep into the earth, as if you were rooted like a tree. Two roots going deep into the ground. Little tap roots coming out of the side, gathering, clinging onto the earth. Feel yourself solidly connected to the earth. But of course, the nature of roots is to gather chi up. So we put our roots down and we feel the chi flowing up into our bodies, gathering chi up to lower dantian. Back way on top of the head pushes up into the blue sky. Imagine sunlight pouring down on the tree, same as the energy pouring down on bikeway, pouring down through our bodies, deep inside. Harvesting all this amazing chi from the world around us. This is what sets us apart as Qigong practitioners. We're very consciously working with the energy of the universe. Common man walking up and down doesn't really interact with Qi in the same way. What we do is we bring our mind to the process. This gives us so much more power, gathers so much more energy. So you feel this energy flowing up the legs, pouring down from the heavens. And to be fair, sometimes you will not feel the energy. Sometimes you're not accustomed to feeling the energy yet. Sometimes you feel it and then it goes. Sometimes you have very real moments of the chi and then suddenly you think, oh, where's it gone? Don't panic. It never stops working. You are always part of this chi field. Always absorbed deep in the chi field. Always connected deep in the chi field. So we let our bodies relax. Nothing was ever solved by clinging onto it too hard, by grasping it, grasping at it. So we just soften and relax and just know that in that lovely, soft, liminal state, that's where real change can take place. Desperation never helped anything. But soft acceptance will allow everything to flow the way it should flow. We can feel through our bodies this morning. Just look for anything that may feel slightly difficult, slightly sore, slightly upset, slightly uncomfortable. And just allow it to flow away. Just allow it to gently dissolve. Allow any pain to abate. Allow any worries just to dissolve. Let go. No point in holding on. Let go. That old story. That old fear. Let go. No point. Just here and now. Safe in this space. We can scan through our bodies. We can feel into the chi field around our bodies. Just imagine your chi field. You've got a Wei Chi layer, 2 or 3 centimeters around your body. This wonderful protective. It's like your suit of armor, like a knight in shining armor. You have this wonderful protective shield around you. But then also a chi body, a meter in front, a meter behind, left, right, up, down. This wonderful bubble of chi that connects us, but protects us too. Let's go beyond that. Let's let the mind gently expand. Expand to the space around you. If you're working outdoors, you can just expand into the area. We can expand beyond our space into nature. We can feel the nature around us. Even in a city, there's always lots of nature. Expanding outwards, feel our country, feel our continent. And then we expand outwards and imagine almost like a satellite, able to view the planet. Just imagine our beautiful blue planet below. We think about the problem that areas in our world, people at war, so sad. But if we think about the 8 billion of us, how many of those people are actually at war? It's a tiny percentage. Things on our planet are actually extraordinarily peaceful. Most people have peaceful lives, maybe not the lives they want, but they have peaceful lives. Everybody's striving for something slightly better. Everybody's moving forwards. Bit by bit, things improve. Our media keeps us so fearful. But actually, the reality is there's an awful lot of people living in peace and harmony. Let's just enjoy that. So in this beautiful satellite view of our planet, perhaps we can send some healing chi. Just some unconditional love. Is there someone you'd like to send the chi to? Someone who could really do with your help today? You can really focus your mind in to bring about a perfect healing for that person. In your mind's eye, you just see all of their problems dissolving, all of the barriers and obstacles dissolving. And then you send this wave of healing light deep into their lives. So one way or another, their lives resolve. Everything works. You can move all impediments. Everything dissolves that stands in the way. And then we bring back perfect healing deep inside. Then perhaps we can think of somewhere that needs a bit of healing as well. Why not send your love to that area? And then perhaps we can go even wider than that, or we can just think of the whole of our planet. Send beautiful healing back to our beautiful planet. And just know that as we send this healing, everything improves, everything gets better. And then continue on your journey of expanding out and imagine our planets. View the solar system. Think about the Milky Way. And eventually think about the vastness of our universe. So in our small microcosm, there can be huge problems, terrible things, dreadful problems that seem to plague our lives. When we think on a universal scale, we see how small those things are. Not to belittle them, because they seem very real in this life, but just to see that on a kind of planetary, on a universe scale, they're just a speck in time and space. And the idea is that we should be able to change them with great ease. We have the resources of the universe at our fingertips. Why not allow that to happen? Why not allow these changes to come about? Why not allow the power of the universe to bring about complete healing in our lives? So let's draw the chi of the universe back into our lives. We can imagine the Milky Way and the solar system. We can imagine the sun and all the beautiful planets. And then eventually we find the Earth with our beautiful moon, and we draw ourselves back again to this kind of satellite position. Let's send some more love. Send more love back to the Earth, back to someone, back to somewhere. Send healing for our planet, healing for our people, deep inside. And then we can slowly work our way back. Finding our way back to our country, finding our way back to our county, finding our way back to our state, finding our way back to our city, finding our way back to our workspace, finding our way back to our bodies, finding our way back inside. But as we bring this energy back inside, everything has changed. Everything has changed. You have drawn the power of the universe deep inside your body to create an incredible healing. You've brought back this fundamental energy. Dr. Pan calls it Hunyuan Qi, the building block of the universe. You brought it back deep inside your life. Fill your life with Qi. Feel this healing Qi deep inside. Feel this healing Qi deep inside your body. Feel the Qi change. Nothing need remain the same. Everything shifts and changes. The old stories could be dissolved with great ease. All of the problems just melt, dissolve away. You could imagine them draining back down into the earth. Our beautiful planet can take all this chi and recycle it for us. You can imagine letting go of everything you don't need, just allowing it to dissolve back into Mother Earth, allowing her to heal all of these things. So our beautiful blue sky chi pouring down, and Mother Earth supporting us from below, us in this perfect healing space. Nothing need remain the same. Everything can always change. Change at the deepest, deepest level. So don't hold on. Don't cling on to your old stories. No need. They served you in the past. But now we're rebuilding a new future. Let's just think for a moment about our future. Something you want to change, something you want to see happen, something you want to see. Visualize a moment in time. Could be next month, next year. Visualize you, how you'll be, perfectly well, totally happy. Perhaps you worry about finances or somewhere to stay, whatever it might be. You just visualize bright new possibility. Don't put in too many details. Just think about it. Just see it. And just know that we're setting our intentions for this new place, new space, new event, new way of being. And that just by putting that anchor in the future, we can gently pull ourselves towards it. So see yourself happy, smiling, well, everything working well in your life. And gently set your path. Like a sailor setting their sails, setting their compass, pointing in that direction and heading off towards this new way of being. And just know that you set up that idea, the universe sees your intention, and everything starts to turn. Everything starts to shift and change. So we have this positive, positive future ahead of us. We're leaving the old baggage behind. Perhaps we can take the sailing analogy a bit further. You can imagine that you've dropped off all the cargo on the side of the jetty of a port, and now you're sailing off towards a new destination. All of the stuff left behind that you no longer need, your boat light and nimble, heading off in the direction of a brave new world, a brand new you. Just feel your whole body soft and relaxed and open. Everything changing and healing. Feel this deep connection between us. We support each other in this endeavor, particularly in this class, really deeply connected. A family of chi, helping each other, supporting each other. But knowing that there are millions of people doing the same thing gives us heart as well. Because you have all this flow of support behind you. Millions of people, most of whom you'll never meet, but they all have the same intention to help to heal everybody in our community, to help to heal our Qigong family, to bring about a better life for all of us. And you putting your weight behind this is part of that story. You support them, they support you. Deeply connected, deeply supported, deeply loved. You are deeply loved. Can you feel that idea in your heart? You are deeply loved. The question is, and you love yourself. So let's just think about our hearts for a moment. We know geographically roughly where to find them. Hollywood often has the heart on the left-hand side, and you sort of see someone getting shot and they clasp their left chest. Yeah, not so much. Much more in the center of your body, your heart deep in the core of you. Feel deep inside your heart. So perhaps you can just bring your attention, first of all, searching for the physicality of your heart. Just spend a moment or two looking inside. And you feel your physical heart in your chest. Maybe you can feel the space that it takes up. Perhaps you can actually feel it gently beating. My teaching partner, Caroline, she used to say, it's not feel and it's not see, because clearly we can't see inside. We can feel, but that's still not quite the quality. So she made up a word, sfeel, see and feel kind of combined into one. Sfeel inside your heart, you would say. See and feel. Perhaps in your mind's eye, there's a picture. Perhaps you can look at your heart. Perhaps you can detect some area of your heart which is not as pure and as beautiful as the rest. Perhaps you can find something to heal in your heart. Perhaps the image that comes up maybe shows something that looks a bit less healthy, a bit less withered. We're not talking about heart disease here, we're talking about an energetic idea. Perhaps you could smooth out your heart. Like a cushion, you could plump up your heart. Perhaps you can open space in your heart. Perhaps your heart looks the wrong color. It's an odd idea, isn't it? We can't really see our hearts as such. Perhaps you have an impression of it being darker in one part than another. So why not change the color of your heart in this story? Gently open the spaces inside your heart. The heart is the home of our Shen. Shen, lots of ways to translate it in Chinese, but I suppose we would take the shorthand, spirit. Maybe soul. Never really understood the difference between spirit and soul. One is physical in your body, one is heavenly connected. Who knows? People make all these differentiations, but deep inside you, deep inside your heart, energy of your life, the commander of your life. Let's just make everything better inside of us. Calm your heart, soften your heart, relax your heart. As we do that, the mind settles as well. The mind can calm and settle. Having worked with the heart for a few minutes, I'd completely forgotten my mind, gone. It was only by mentioning it that it came back. Perhaps you had the same experience. We calm our heart and our mind just settles in behind. The mind being the servant of the heart. Soften and relax your heart. Gently open up. So it has four. Just to make everything relax and settle. Shu helps to purify heart and mind. Shu. Gently, gently smoothing, gently opening. Might you want to say Shu, that's no problem. You can say Shu out loud. You can say Shu inside without making any noise at all. You can allow me to say Shu, whatever works for you. Yeah, breathe. Just place your hands on your heart. Can you connect with the emotions of your heart? When you feel your heart today, what do you think of? Where is your heart emotionally? Is it settled and calm? Is it out, worrying? Is it filled with anxiety? Anxious, deep inside? Today we're releasing that and letting go. We're allowing the heart to be soft, open and gentle. Very often, our heart finds it hard. Very often, our heart has been lost or broken. And I studied medical children, we used to do what we called soul retrieval. Imagine going out into the universe and bringing back a missing piece of you. Sometimes it feels like part of your heart has been shattered, broken, lost along the way. So if you feel that maybe there was a time when your heart closed irrevocably and became too scared to open once again, perhaps a part of you was lost. It was this very cute little idea we used to use. Just imagine a trapdoor where your heart is. Imagine you can open out this trapdoor, this kind of like space doors opening on a space station. And then from the center comes a little astronaut on a long lifeline. You can imagine your little astronaut. The doors of the heart open and he gently floats out into space. He's going to go looking for something broken that was lost and retrieve it. So you have your astronaut self floating out into the universe. This beautiful lifeline keeping you connected. Just imagine as your astronaut floats through space, he finds a missing chunk of your heart. Something that got lost along the way. Something that was broken, shattered. Then he found this beautiful piece. You can imagine he uses some device to attach onto it. Then he gently starts to bring himself back, drawing back this missing piece of you, slowly drawing it back towards the hatch over your heart, and then gently drawing this piece of the puzzle deep back inside you to reunite. You can imagine like a beautiful piece of Japanese art, the broken piece of pottery being sealed back in place with a beautiful gold glue. Your heart reforming. Maybe it looks a little bit battered, but now it looks very beautiful because you've brought back this missing piece and made the heart whole again. So see your heart in your mind's eye. See it fixed. Perhaps it's going to need a little bit of smoothing off. Perhaps it's going to need a little bit of work, a little bit of extra healing. But now it feels whole once again. Now it feels that it can work, that it can start to work all over. Now it feels that when you open up your heart to love, it's not scary. You can keep your heart gently guarded, but also you can allow your heart to gently open, perhaps for the first time in a long time. Allow some love to flow. We still have the security and the safety of perhaps some guards who stand guard over your heart. But now, with these wonderful sentinels looking after you, some love can flow in. It's safe to allow something into your heart. can gently open the gates and allow love to flow towards us. But not only that, we can connect out from our heart into the outside world once more. You can always draw back inside your heart palace and have your gates closed and guarded and feel safe. But now you can also open them and allow joy and love to flow. There's a fairy tale feeling that as you open your castle walls, your castle gates, that people can flood in to enjoy the beautiful gardens inside your palace, that everything becomes happy and joyful, that you have the safety of your guards to keep away anything that's not required in your life. So now we can open our hearts and give some trust. Just trust appropriate. Just know that by opening your heart, it's safe. Let's think about the emotions of the heart once again. You feel a little bit of joy growing inside your heart. Feel a bit of love blossoming inside your heart. The anxiety gently drifts away, no longer needed. We no longer need to be on a high alert. We just allow the fear to drift away. We just allow love to be the key deep inside our hearts. Loving ourselves. Feel the love deep inside yourself. Loving our bodies. We no longer need our bodies to put us on high alert. Our bodies often tell us the most dramatic things to get our attention. Our bodies often invent extraordinary situations and diseases and problems just to wake us up, just to shake us awake. Now, we can send love throughout our entire body. Just say to the body, yeah, I'm listening. I understand. I've heard you. I don't need the problems anymore. I'm going to work on fixing everything. Don't panic. And the body will just go, oh, okay, good, thanks. At last you've heard me. We set up the most extraordinary challenges in our lives. When we come to our hearts, we can change and merge everything. Change and transform everything. So be open to change today. Don't try to control your life. Just stay open. Everything is exactly as it should be right now. Everything is happening exactly as it should. It may seem terrifying and worrying, but the truth is, it's exactly right. And we know that everything resolves itself in the end. Today's problems, when we stand back and look at them in a few weeks' time, just look at them and go, wow, I got very upset about that, but, just worked out. All the way through our lives, we experience that. Moments of high anxiety. And then when we look back, we think, okay, well, I survived all of that, and I'm better for it. The problems of this current moment, just let them dissolve. Just see them as events. Just things going on. Just tests sent for you. Can you stand back from them? Let them just drift by. Can you stay centered in your heart? Can you stay solid in you? And let these tests just drift by without them hurting you. Be like water. It's a Bruce Lee quote, isn't it? I think of our river with many rocks sticking out of it. The water just flows around the rocks. It doesn't have to crash through them. It just gently passes all of these huge boulders scattered through the river. But at a very deep level, the water is gently wearing the boulders down. Incredible power of water. One day in 10,000 years, that boulder will be completely washed away. Just allow yourself to flow like water. So wherever your hands have drifted to, they can go back onto your belly. Let's gather the chi back to the lower dantian. Let's hold lower dantian for a few moments. When we hold lower dantian, we feel the chi flowing deep inside. Incredible depths of chi. This vast reservoir of energy deep inside you, keeping you strong, keeping you happy, keeping you healthy. This vast reservoir of energy, enough for you to support your family, enough to keep everybody going. Feel this wonderful ball of chi deep inside you. Lower dantian chi abundant. Deep in the center of your chest where your heart is. Middle dantian abundant. Deep in the center of your mind. Upper dantian chi abundant. Blue sky chi pouring down through the heavens, through byway, deep into your brain. Pouring down deep into your chest. Pouring down deep into your belly. This abundance of chi gathering at lower dantian. Lower dantian chi is abundant. Blood and chi flow well in your body. All functions of your body returning to perfect working. So deepen the belly, this wonderful chi. Imagine it. Sweep it up your spine and fill your brain. Fill your neck and your shoulders. Allow it to cascade down your arms to the tips of your fingers. Fill the whole of the spine, the upper torso, middle, lower torso, all the way down the spine and the ribs, down to the tailbone, the pelvis, into the hips, pouring down from the hips into the thighs, down to the knees, down to the calves, down to the ankles, to the feet. Feel this abundance of chi. Feel this abundance of chi in every aspect of your body. This vast universal energy that we have gathered supports us through our lives. All functions of the body turn into perfect working order. All functions of the body, perfect working order. All functions normal. All functions of your body normal. All functions normal. So let's just draw our hands gently around lower dantian. Draw 3 circles anti-clockwise. As we do so, we're just sort of gathering any excess chi, drawing all the chi to the core of the body, holding it deep inside. We know we have this wonderful stock of chi in lower dantian. Keep us safe. And then we go back 3 circles in the opposite direction. That just signifies the end of the class, bringing ourselves back into the physicality of our bodies. Bring us back right now, right here. We can imagine our Wei Chi there too. Imagine this beautiful layer of chi around your body, keeping you strong, keeping you healthy, keeping you safe. And then around the chi body, it's wonderful connective field of energy. See yourself as a being of light. Every cell in your body working well. Every cell in your body filled with chi. Protected by this beautiful chi shield. You in harmony with everything around you. Your heart strong perfect working order. Everything in the body working well. All functions normal. All functions of your body normal. A big smile on your face. Slowly open your eyes. Allow your hands to relax down both sides. Let's have a little bit of a stretch out. So you can just move your body very gently. If you want to do a forward bend, just be a little bit careful. Sometimes you get dizzy when you come up. So just stretch out wherever you fancy stretching out, whatever needs moving. When you're ready, you can gently open your eyes, big smile on your face. So I think we should say howla together. My teachers always say, first howla for you, second howla for your friends and family, the third howla for everybody. And the idea is howla means everything is good already. Everything is already solved. All the problems fixed. Hands up in the air. 1, 2, howla. 1, 2, howla. Last time. 1, 2, howla. Very good. Oh, lovely. All right, so we take our right hand and draw it up, and the left hand comes down. We have our Huluan entirety hands. Thank you very much for being here today. As I always say, this video is going to go up online. It'll be up in a few hours, and then please share it with your friends. And lovely to see you. Have a lovely day. Bye, everyone. Bye. Bye. Bye.